Good morning, friends. It's another installation of your favorite game show on Facebook. It's Your Call with Coach Paul, and this is episode 3 out of 7. I'm very happy that you are here. I'm just going to quickly review for some of our new watchers. The purpose of this game show is really to give you some ideas about how you can be active while you work and why you should be active while you work. And I'm going to outline in 5 questions. I'm going to outline facts and figures and stats and other interesting pieces of information that I think will help you make an informed decision. So we started off with just explaining how this is going to work. There are 7 days. First day, kind of reviewed what we were doing. We are in the second day of slides or of questions. And the last day, I'm going to come on and we're going to put all of it together so you can really see how this can make a difference in your everyday life while you work and get fit. So without further ado, let's jump in. And I'm going to bring the slides up. Here we go. So the first question we had yesterday was, if a horse and a human ran a long race, who would win? The horse, the human, or would it be a tie? And I reviewed very quickly that before 2004, it was the horse, but there was sort of a breakthrough, mindset breakthrough in 2004, and it became the human. And the reason that humans can outrun horses is we are superbly endowed from evolution to be able to go the distance. We have endurance, and we have a feature, if you would like, a feature that no other mammals have, which give us the edge, and that is that we sweat, and we're very good at sweating. And what that does is that allows us to run, walk fast, whatever it is, and cool down at the same time, whereas most mammals can only sprint for a short while, and when they overheat, they have to stop and pant. And that was a good. It was good for us in the old days when we were living off the land, and you could basically just outrun or outwalk your prey and knock it on the head, and you'd have dinner. So we have that ability. It's between our muscles and our tendons and sweating that we can go the distance. In fact, we can really go the distance because African hunting dogs can typically do about 10 kilometers a day, and horses can cover about 20 kilometers a day. And human runners, as you well know, and probably some of you, I did one once as well, I did a marathon. And so that's 42.2 kilometers, and we do that in a few hours. So that's pretty impressive. And then there are people who can do 100 kilometers plus in a race. And I was talking about how my optician does 100 miles plus. It's insane. So that is very unique to us as humans. So what I want you to get out of this is you, me, every human on the planet is a pretty unique creature, and we have the ability to go the distance, to have endurance, whether it's running, walking, whatever it is. So we're pretty special. And today we're going to segue into a question which deals with, well, with this superpower, what do we do with it? Modern human beings, we would take advantage of our endowed superpowers and do something great with it, right? Well, let's find out. So the question is, over 35% of Americans sit how much each day? 1, more than 8 hours a day. 2, less than 2 hours a day. And 3, more than 10 hours a day. Does anybody have the answer? You want to give it a try? Think about it for a sec. More than 8 hours a day, less than 2 hours a day, more than 10 hours a day. All right, let's take a look at the answer. So this was before the pandemic. Things have changed, as you well know, and these stats are going to be way worse since the pandemic has been changing our lives. But before the pandemic, about 25% of people said that they spent more than 8 hours sitting a day, and 44% of those people said they did no moderate to vigorous physical activity each week. Wow. Okay, that's one way to use your superpowers. About 11% said they sat for more than 8 hours a day, but also did a little leisure time physical activity. That was me actually before 2012. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess, and I kind of discussed that in the first video installment of my journey of being overweight, having back spasms, having lots of problems, and I was basically sedentary my days, and I was for decades before that, and it really kind of caught up with me. The good news is you can reverse it, no problem. Only 3% of the people who responded to the survey said they sat less than 4 hours a day and were active. So this makes you think. I mean, here we have this incredible body that is made for endurance, that is unique among the animal kingdom at this point in time in the history of the earth. And what do we do with it? Well, unfortunately, our society has decided that we're just going to sit on our duffs and do nothing, and that is a real problem. And I know all of us do it. And what I want to do is I want to show you how I broke out of this, how I help others break out of this, and how you can break out of this. And we're going to go more into that in the next installment of the show. So I hope you'll stick around, and I'm going to pre-schedule tomorrow's event. So if you would like to make a note of it and come and answer questions live, that'd be great. And so I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm Paul D. Michaels from Get Fit Made Easy. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.